Alright, well then, we need to make a rover. I don't know how big we need to make it, but I guess let's try making something small. And then maybe we can also add a car container to it. But yeah, I need a small ship rover to transport the resources to my base, to make the miner in the first place. Man playing with no jetpack and unrealistic settings is hard. So let's see, what should we do? Let's get this cockpit maybe. Yes, also a connector so we can offload stuff off of it. And at least one medium car container. But not make it too big because it would be expensive. And we can't really afford anything expensive. Alright, so I guess here's a basic setup. All in all, this has how much cargo? 9 kiloliters. That's like, you can fit quite a bit in that, which is pretty good. So the connector will be at the back, because it's not very convenient to have it at the bottom. So let's also add some batteries, some wheels, and we can also add an air vent at the front. If you are riding in not very dense atmospheres. Alright, I guess that's it. It's just that simple. And we'll add one gyroscope, just in case. Wheels, there they are. Alright. See, this is why playing on really with difficult settings is fun, because you kinda have to go through some challenges that you wouldn't otherwise. And that is fun. Alright, let's see. So, should we make the suspension something like this? How does that look? Or should we make it wide? Let's try that. No, making it wide looks really strange. So let's make it not wide after all, whatever the word is for that. Yeah, but then it will be clipping inside the blocks. It doesn't look very nice. Well, let's make the wide variant work first. Alright, how much power do we need? Running 200 kilowatts. So just a single battery should be enough for that. Then, where should we put it? Where should we put the battery? So, with one battery that will be, yeah, an hour of going around. That's quite a bit. Not bad. We could maybe add a solar panel, but it barely produces any power, so no point. What about small batteries? No. Definitely not. We could put the battery on top. That looks strange. Alright. Well then, we put the battery on this side and other stuff on this side then. Right, let's put the gyroscope here. Paste the blueprint onto the gyroscope to make the pivot point work correctly. There we go. Right, the question is, do we need to have a remote control on this? Because you can't really have autopilot on rovers. And yeah, I don't really know why would you remote control it. Also, I put the wheels in the front like this. I think it looks cool. Yeah, so should we have an antenna and remote control and stuff on it? That is the question. Alright, yeah, so I don't think I need an antenna or a remote control here. I did add the camera at the back to make talking easier. I guess that's it. Let's do some aesthetical stuff around here and then we can move on to the fun part. Setting up the wheels, because that's always fun to do. Let's see what I can do here. I have an idea in mind. Let's see how well it works out. So I want to go like this. Then put this here and up here. Should I put this then? No, maybe something like this block. Let me check. I don't think that looks very good. Okay, what if we do just do it simply like this. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. Should we encase it like that? I mean, we might as well. Maybe actually not. Let's do something like this. Let's remove all of this. Let's see. Let's place this here. Let's place this here. And let's place this slope here. Yes, that works. There we go. Okay. Let's polish this. It's back here a little bit. Add this. Let's add this here. Does this work like this? Yes, I think it does. Should I add this slope here? No, it looks strange. Alright, let's do something similar on this wheel too. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. And let's do something with the front wheels too. I can put this light armor panel here and down here. I also added a magnetic thingy to lock it onto ships. Yes. Now let's add something here. Like this. There we go. Let's add something down here, maybe? No. Actually, let's not. Alright, this thingy at the front makes it look a little bit more interesting, I think. Alright. Yeah, I think it does. Okay, what else could we do? I think it's about finished now. Yeah, right, just a small expedition. Rover. Not really an expedition because it doesn't have a survival kit. Just a transport. Mining transport, I guess. Resource transport. Right, let's now set up everything in here. Wow, barely any components. Nice. Right, what's your mass? What's your mass? How much do you weigh? So we can name you. Alright, 7 tons only. Alright, so you will be SHR T7. No, actually not T7. TR7? Transport Rover? Right? Or maybe T7R. TR7 probably. Yeah. There we go. Cute. Alright. Rename mode. Prefix name. There we go. I have all of the mods in the description for this. Let's stop the cockpit. So first of all, what we can do is disable show horizon and attitude. Attitude. Altitude.
Altitude.
Altitude, right? Altitude. Okay. Alright, so disable that. Artificial horizon don't need that, I think. We can just replace it with speed. There was speed somewhere. Velocity, there we go. 255, 170. Put feather on this display, don't care about gravity. And I can put a clock on the keyboard. There we go. Right, light, maximum range, minimum intensity, 1 fall off, 245, 170. There we go. Put door detector to maximum range. Right, spotlight, maximum radius, minimal intensity, 245, 170. Alright, which one of these suspensions are in the front and which ones are in the back? The ones that are higher, I guess, are in the front, right? Yes. Okay. So let's make a group for all of them. And then make a group for front and rear ones. Wheel suspensions front and wheel suspensions rear. Hide everything in the terminal. And on the toolbar config, except the cameras. Alright, camera, connector, magnetic plate, handbrake on off. What else? Of course, the battery here, the wheel suspensions, toggle block on off. Wheel suspensions, all of them. Increase height offset first and decrease height offset later, because the increase height offset actually raises the wheel, which drops the rover downwards, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, that's it for the basic stuff. Now let's spawn in Pertam and do the setup. Let's put it to maximum size. Alright, here we are on a relatively flat piece of ground. So let's test it out. I can actually enable the steering on the rear suspensions too. Well, it drives pretty well, even with the default settings, I guess. Until it doesn't. From what I know from experience is that having the rear wheels be the main touring wheels actually is what you want to do. Right, we can crank up the power, we can speed limit unlimited, height offset maximum, right. Let's put strengths to 10. Careful. Alright, I think the suspension is a little bit too strong. Let's drop it to 5%. Oop. Okay. That's one lost. If I'm not forgetting. Right, first of all drop the strengths, and what I do, let's crank the friction at the back higher and drop it at the front down to 25%. Let's see how that works. The field physics and space engineers are really far from what they are like in real life. Alright, let's try increasing the steering angle on the rear wheels. Actually, there we go. That is very stable. Hop, hop, hop. Alright, it's story time. So how I know all of this stuff about wheels is like half a year ago, almost a year now, I was in the Space Engineers Formula 1 server when it was just starting. So I had quite a good car there, and just a few days straight just setting up the wheels, trying out different setups, and that's how I discovered that you kinda want your main wheels to steer be the rear ones in Space Engineers. And I was getting pretty good times there too. And the car was stable. Yeah, I kinda left the server because of the bad performance there. I visited it again like recently, like a week ago. Yeah, performance is even worse. Because they are painting the tracks onto the ground with a voxel tool instead of actually making custom planets. What the hell just happened? Oh, oops. Instead of making custom planets. And, well, that means that all of the voxels need to be stripped in. Yeah. Ain't the brightest people over there. Plus, I don't think it's even just the way they set up things. They are probably using a really bad server hosting service. Like, really bad one. and they are still doing it. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm going, like, the maximum speed is 360 kilometers per hour. That the wheels can reach, like, this is insane. It doesn't even look that fast. I mean, it looks pretty fast, but on larger rovers it doesn't. Ooh, do a flip. Oop. Perfect. Alright, another option I should add is gyroscope override controls. And that would be roll override. No, it wouldn't. Pitch override. And let's put it to like -10. Yes. So -10 RPM. And then turn off the override. And we can add it here. Gyroscope override controls on off. And then if you are flipped over, you can just override the controls and it will flip you back over. Hooray. Oh no. Well, I don't think the gyroscope will help in this case. Right, I should stop fooling around and just finish it. At this point. Alright, let's do just a little bit more testing. Let's load it with ores. Ooh. Oh no. Right. Let's crank up the strengths. 10. No. 20. Am I adjusting pause? No, I'm not. What? 20. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Why is the entire wheel suspension group adjusting only one wheel? That's strange. Okay. Now that should be fixed. That was strange. Okay, 10% does it. Let me quickly check so I didn't mess up anything. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, copy it And let's just drive around to see how it goes. Works fine when fully loaded. And we are going like 50 meters per second now. Oh no 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 no. Okay. Yeah, this is working really well. Right, and stop. Let's offload everything. That should be it. And now we copy it and save it. Now let me quickly check how it works when it's offloaded with the same settings when it's loaded. Totally fine. Okay. Alright, well yeah, I guess that's it. Rover done. I do think it looks pretty nice. Now I wonder how it will work with aerodynamics turned on. That is the question. Yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, so it's a few days later and I've made some changes to the Rover. So first of all, it's now C7, not TR7, because it's a cargo rover, not a transport rover. If we didn't have any cargo, then it would be transport, I guess. And also, I removed the R because, like, it's easy to make a rover a ship a rover, and you could have both wheels and thrusters, and what would you name that? Just not really much point in having that. And also the toolbar. I set up everything much better in the toolbar. We'll need to do that for my other stuff like the miner. I have like updated the miner a few times already on the workshop. But I guess the more I build, the less I will need to update. Because then I will get everything right in only 1 or 2 tries.